37. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yes. We in the money today.
Okay, let me grab my. Oh, here it goes. I got it. Here.
Girl, my cats were literally like in here. The orange one, the big orange one, was trying to, the PJ was trying to get MJ, and MJ don't fuck around with PJ. I had to close the door and lock him out.
You look cute. I like
Thank
how
you.
your hair look. What you do different to your hair?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, you just got it out today.
Yeah. I
Normally
got
you have it covered.
my wisdom showing.
Normally you have it covered. It looks cute.
Mm-hmm. So I said I was gonna dye it, but I'm like, at this point it's so much gray, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna ride it out.
Mine, I got a lot of gray at the front too. I've been dyeing
Mm-hmm.
it, but I haven't dyed it lately.
Mm-hmm.
Because I try to keep the dye off of it as much as I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dye is so bad, but they got some natural dye
Mm-hmm.
on I saw on Amazon. So
Oh
it's
really?
called instant. Yep, it's called natural. Because I told you I've been on the walk for a minute, so it's the
Yeah.
process of it's the process like from your toothbrush, from moving from plastic to brush,
I
to
know.
not washing with plastic sponges. I mean, it just was a long journey.
It's a lot. Cause
Transformation.
everything. Like
Yeah,
literally we have to deconstruct everything.
everything, girl. Um, so today's live is the sister wound, everybody. It is to discuss the distortion within sisters. And I was called to discuss it because it's been prevalent in my life, in my family sister, the sister that is my blood sister in this life, past lives, and sisters within community groups. So I've seen the distortion on all levels.
Yeah.
So I'm just called to discuss this and get this out so that we can start healing as a unit
Yeah,
in
bro.
our families and in our sister relationships, because so many powerful relationships fall away because of this wound. It's kind
Yeah.
of similar to the witch wound, but
Yeah.
it's just on a different level, but it's in the same category because a lot of that witch wound stuff, the sisterhood split because of that.
Yeah.
It was times where women would betray their sister for a man and will break the sisterhood G code, going and telling stuff that was happening in the temples that they weren't supposed
Uh-huh.
to be talking about. And once the men heard about it, they would go to other men, leak our stuff, and then there goes the problems. So, it was a lot of betrayal in those temples. It wasn't all, gravy. So I'm just here to discuss this wound. And I'm going to start with the original wound and how it tore down a legacy in a family. And
Mm.
that is the original wound between me and Nephthys. Um, and it all started because she wasn't happy in her relationship, basically, with her and Seth. She wasn't happy. And secretly, on the low, she wanted to be with Asar. She wanted him on the low because she wasn't happy in her shit. So
But on some real shit, hold on. Like what we're discussing that people don't realize is that the wounds that we have in this life is patterns reflected from our soul memories, right? So this is when we were in Kemet. This is the shit that went down in our own families that we experienced, that we still have that same every time we motherfucking incarnate. you gon' carry the drama is gonna carry through, and it's up to you as an ascended master to make sure you don't repeat the same mistakes.
Facts.
Now here we are in 2026. We trying to get Earth to motherfucking 5D. We gotta ascend to 9D in 2043, right? So the problem is that it's repeating the same shit from on a soul level. People think that what's going on in their life is just the shit from when they fucking came right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, the stuff that we're dealing with is the same soul trauma.
It's ancient beef, y'all.
It's ancient beef.
It's ancient beef.
It's ancient shit that we got going on that we have to make sure we don't repeat the same mistakes, because it filters through not only through our families in these lives, through epigenetics, through the soul lineage, right? So you have your epigenetics, number one, the DNA stuff that is passed down through our families, but then it's also on a soul level. But that damn soul level shit carries through the epigenetics.
Yep. And we're here to end that this lifetime. We're here to clear that distortion. That's why we came back. We came to clear the distortion out of the epigenetics, out of the DNA, by coming to terms with what happened, accepting what happened, and integrating it. I already went through my cry already. I already went through all of that. And I'm ready to move on from it. I know somewhere, somehow, Nephthys is going to come forward some way. We're going to meet her. She's going to find us in this incarnation, and we're going to be able to discuss it in this lifetime.
Yeah.
So that it can be a clear understanding of how we're going to move forward in this. Because I believe this is the first time that it has come to remembrance. Since that time.
Yeah, but that makes sense because of we're in this lifetime, we're intended to carry that energy from Kemet in this lifetime, right? So like Correct. In this life, even though on a soul level in the other lifetimes that I've experienced on Earth, being a leader or being a spiritual guider, I wasn't in actually my Sekhmet energy.
Were you in Sekhmet at that time, or you wasn't?
I was, but what I'm saying is, in this energy, it's in this lifetime, it's going to hit the pattern in the coil, right? Because, like for instance, if you take on the time when I was Rumi or the time when I was Marie Antoinette, even though I was Sekhmet, right? That wasn't the main energy that I was carrying. In this life, I'm meant to be in my oversoul as Sekhmet. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's why the pattern is hitting us right now.
Yeah, definitely. Because we contracted to do this. We contracted to play this game, to remember who we are, to heal, do our shadow work, clear these distortions so we can ascend and lead and not have to come back for the next 26,000 year cycle that's getting ready to happen for those who don't ascend. So we're here to integrate those wounds and those shadows and face those demons, face that darkness, so that we're able to move forward. Because I carried a lot of grief from that time period because I lost a lot during that time. Because how a legacy and an empire fell is because a brother wanted the throne of my husband and a sister wanted my husband. So they both wanted what we had. And this is why we have to be in control of ourselves, and we have to know ourselves, and we have to love ourselves and be confident in who we are. Yeah. Because that, a whole community was destroyed.
Right.
So it not only did it split the family up, where the family was split and there was beef. Some people took said side, some people took our side, and it was a big beef. Mm-hmm. The community took sides, and everything just been in division ever since. Mm-hmm. So now we're called to heal and integrate. And I'm going to just give a quick example of how with another sister, the wound came up in me, where there was a situation that happened. I'm not going to give too much details, but somehow it was something going on, and I was shown pretty much my shadow through this situation, that I had unhealed trauma from me and Nephthys's beef that we had in Kemet. Because when they tell these stories, they tell them as myths, and they don't give the collective the truth.
Yeah.
We get the truth when we connect with our ancestors, and when we get the channels and the
Yeah.
downloads, and we speak to them, we get the entire truth. They only give a portion of the story. They
Right.
have true blueprints under the Vatican. Okay,
Yes.
they have the whole record.
Yes. Absolutely.
The world don't know the whole record.
There's
They
so
don't know the
much
whole
shit
story.
that has been covered. It's like, even with the shit that I know now, I feel like I'm going crazy because I know so much, right? Because there's so much that everybody doesn't know. They're hiding so much. They're hiding literally our little existence, the proof.
Yep.
They really tried to erase us.
Yeah, they did. They was hoping we would never remember.
They thought, thank you. That's exactly what it was. They thought that they was going to keep us fucking asleep.
Yep.
That's why 363 Radio Rich, he did the show on yesterday about fucking the CIA and the 23andMe shit with the DNA.
That's why I never trusted that.
They motherfucking know. Nigga, they tried to really keep us fucking asleep. Literally. And we still fucking woke up.
Yep. We sure did. Because they had tags on us. They had tags on us, so once we woke up, we sent out a frequency. Yes. And that's how they knew who was awoke or not, because a frequency went out because they had a tag on us. Yes. So once we woke up, it was like a signal went out. That's when all the shit just hit. So they hit me like whoosh, and I was
the rest of the multiverse was like, oh shit. They didn't woke up. Yeah. And then literally it was like sources like, okay, they need to connect to us because we need help. We need help. We're literally in a fucking war right now. This is the revelation. Like, to me, when I read the Bible and I hear about the Bible and they're talking about, oh, this is the revelation time. To me, I'm like, no, the rest of the universe, the multiverse is literally going through it right now because it's a microcosm and a macrocosm. When the shit that goes on Earth literally affects the entire macrocosm.
Facts. Facts.
And we've been so suppressed. Now that's why it's a cosmic intervention. They talk about the revelations. The Bible literally, to me, is like the book that literally only goes back so far. It's not understanding from a cosmic standpoint of it doesn't reflect cosmically what's going on, right? Because it only gives you a limited standpoint that it doesn't even fucking tell you that there's more out there than just Earth.
Exactly. Okay, we're gonna go back to the original one.
Yes.
So it's
because that shit it's fucking up our minds.
It is, and we, we came through all these lifetimes with all this distortion. So you can only imagine how much we have been carrying from that time all the way to now. So we have to give ourselves grace because we've been through a lot on the soul level.
Yes.
So take time with your healing, and the wounds will heal when everyone gets in alignment with who they are, when their shadow work and loving themselves. Because if they was in their own business, everything was given how it was given. I know how it was given, but I'm not going to give that up because people like to do stuff. It was given divinely. It was an order to things, and they didn't like it. They kind of felt like, well, why it wasn't us that got to have the throne and stuff. They kind of felt like why it wasn't them. So that's how that envy, that jealousy, that starting a plotting plan. He started plotting, she started plotting. Because my thing is, she did it and got caught. You know what I mean? You got caught. And he wasn't interested in her. I mean, anytime, and that's what women, this is another woman problem. Like, anytime you have to go to extremes to get a man, you have to drug him, you got to do spells on a man to get him,
That is
you got to manipulate a man because you
in
want,
any type of way.
in any type of way, you need help. You need shadow work. You need
Yes.
to love yourself
Those
because
are core wounds.
those are wounds. So she was carrying a whole bunch of stuff that she wasn't trying to deal with, and she felt like trying to take what I had and get
But
pregnant.
let's go into that. Hold on, because how many times as women have we like literally begging a man to stay?
Mm-hmm. Throwing our pearls before swines.
You know what I'm saying? Like doing shit out of pocket that that we wouldn't do, right?
Right.
Knowing damn well inside, like we need to respect ourselves more.
Mm-hmm. We need to love ourselves, so we shouldn't have to do anything to risk anything. Like, she risked the whole family, like literally the whole family. And I was mad. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, she need her ass beat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I beat her up or not, but because of the extremes and because we get things in bits and bits, but I'm sure there was some squabbles and some arguments. I just know it just wasn't no peachy and cream. Me and her just was like, ah, la, 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 because I still was mad in this life.
Yeah.
So I still carried that. So I did, one of my other sisters had to help me because she's helping me with the source ascension light, where we have to learn to respond in our higher selves and not in our trauma selves. The
Correct.
trauma me went off and was like, I drag her ass through the now, I'll whoop her ass right now.
Yeah.
All of that. That's the trauma response. Like, stanky coochie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I still was hurt behind that. So
Yeah.
we have to learn to not respond in that traumatic way because that's what keeps the wounds going. We have to heal and integrate it. Okay, this is what's coming up. This is how you're feeling. It's okay to feel those emotions, but you allow them to integrate and you allow it to move through you and not trauma response. Oh, I'm ready to pop off.
Yeah.
That's the 3D self. That's
But
the
you know
ego.
what though? On some real shit, if you take it to a higher level, right? Because what we experience is a reflection of ourselves. So we still have to do the mirror and figure out, okay, why is this happening to me? Right? Because it could be the sister coming in and interjecting with your man, but then at the same time, like it should be no issue if you and your man was on 100, right? So then there's still that frequency of like, okay, why is this happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this happening to me? And then how is she even able to interject? Because if my man was totally 100% committed to me, we wouldn't even have this issue because he wouldn't have gave her the time of day.
Mm-hmm. So he drugged her. She drugged him.
What would see? But it gets deeper though. She may have drugged him, but what was the nigga doing over there to where she
Who?
could have been drugged him? You see what I'm saying? Because in my eyes,
No.
my man ain't got no business over there.
Mind you, we lived in the
Tummy.
same palace. We all lived in the same palace.
I got you, and that's
Yeah,
true because we did all. Yeah,
we lived in the same palace. So,
because I'm thinking about it from like right now, right here, like
okay.
what it was
No,
like. How I'm like, wait a minute, because why would in this situation in like 2026? What the
mm-hmm.
fuck will my man be doing over there?
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
see how you
saying?
feel that. Yeah, I see how you feel. No. He absolutely was not interested in her. He absolutely didn't want nothing from her. He absolutely was not. I had it going on. Like, she put on
Yeah.
my makeup. She put on my my perfume. She dressed herself in my clothes and went and drugged him and went and
That is wild.
and I had to ask him too, like,
But
you
there's a
didn't
couple of
know
sisters I know that are experiencing this, where they get the women that come into their lives and they're doing that. They're acting like them. Like they don't have their own frequency, right? They're too, I want to be like you. And then they start doing the shit that you be doing. Even like I had a spiritual advisor for like
that
a couple
destiny
of months and
swap
she was
type
like, oh,
shit.
cut your hair like me. I was like, bitch, I don't want to look like you.
Yeah, it's that destiny swap shit. Like I want to
Yeah.
be you. I want your life. That's what I feel like Nephthys was. Like I want your life. I want your man. I want your position. I want your life. Like, no, you got your own life. You got your own man. See, I never was like that. Even as growing up in this life,
Yeah.
I had other problems, but I didn't have the jealous bone. I didn't
Yeah,
have that.
exactly.
I always been confident, always been tall, athletic, in shape. I just always had my own shit going on. So I didn't
Yeah.
have that bone with other women. I didn't never have other people had that problem with me, but I didn't have that problem because that's
Yeah.
not the issue that I had. I had other issues that I had to deal with, but it wasn't that, you know. So this is just it's
Yeah.
a huge thing to discuss because it tore up so much
Yeah.
in Kemet. It really did, and the distortion went forth because we all had children and stuff, and we passed the
Yeah.
distortion down and down and down, and that's why now you see siblings can't get along. Me and my sister, for instance, to this day, falling
Yeah.
out left and right. She finds everything to betray me. I done
Mm.
forgave her over 15 times in this lifetime. So one time she made me so bad I jumped on top of the car and kicked her windows out. That was a long time ago. That was way before way.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying about the wound. Me
Yeah.
and her, like it's like a me and Memphis type of relationship. Like she always found a reason to do something to me. Like every time we'll
Mm.
go hit a lick, and she trying to take more. Like no, you got to give me my share. How you gonna try to take more? Then we'll get into it because she just get down dirty. She's a method. She just
I know.
get
See, but
down
hold on,
dirty.
because now you're making me think about, okay, what was I going through in my mental health when I was in camp? And and from what I know is that I knew I was hot headed. You don't want to fuck with me because you know I'm gonna burn your ass up. You see, they have to get me drunk just to calm me down because I was trying to fuck everybody up, and
We was like,
I am in that authority today.
what we gonna do to stop her? We had to have a meeting
I be
because she wouldn't
listen,
stop.
you know, but y'all don't even know. I be in this house ready to fucking light shit up, and I have to, and I realize it's okay because I'm gonna once I come into union, he's gonna calm me down, and I'll be able to, hold my shit together.
Yeah.
But then, but reflecting back on the sister, I was like, okay, I think about me and Bast, and I never heard anything crazy.
So, do you guys get along real good?
Yes, I love her.
That's good.
She's literally like just pure, like, oh, she gives me like the Cali girl hippie vibes all the time. But she about that life because she's born and raised in Oakland. So,
She from the block.
yep, you know what I'm saying? So, she's very soft-hearted and tender-hearted. When Spirit showed me that it was her, I was like, oh, this makes fucking sense. This makes sense. I wish you were gonna be here because we're gonna have a beach day on the 13th
When?
of June for Divine Feminine
Oh,
Day. I
what beach y'all
know.
going to?
Somewhere, probably Baker's or something where we can see the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, I love Baker's Beach. I grew up on that beach.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, y'all gonna have so much fun. Well, have fun for me.
Of
Send
course,
me
you already know. I'm gonna try to actually. No, I'm gonna have to FaceTime you so you can meet everybody
Yes,
on some real
send me
shit.
a
Yeah,
FaceTime because I'll be out there in August.
yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta do a couple things before I get out. I'm able to ready to go back down there.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be out there in August, so because I need to go see
Okay.
my kids. I need to handle some stuff in Vegas, but we'll talk after the live.
Yeah.
Um,
But you know me, I'm
so
stuck here. I'm stuck in Stockton until August. So.
so you'll still be here
Mhm.
in Stockton area, right?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Okay, we talked about how the wound is affecting the sisters today. The original wound, and then the true history behind jealousy, how it leads to murder, and how the scriptures taught us about it. So remember in the scriptures where it says about jealousy holds the same weight as, red rum. So I don't want to say the
Mhm.
word. So it that happened. The reason why it says that is because of what happened in Kim, how what Seth did to my husband. So
See, and
jealousy,
21 Savage was on today when I was in the cannabis store.
huh?
And 21 Savage was on when I was in the store
Right.
today, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I had that. Remember, I posted that one song about the matriarch with the Rick drum.
Yeah, right. You had me turned up. I was
Girl,
like,
let me tell
hey.
you,
But I try not to listen to that kind of music, but when I
I
heard it,
be
I was
turned
like,
up.
ah! I was turning. Yeah, I tried. I was playing it, and I let it kept going on loop. But yeah. So when that's why as sisters we have to even our brothers
Yeah.
they even carry the wound because they
Mhm.
have the masculine side, the set side. That's
Yes.
his
Yes.
our set side, and then there's the Asar's.
Because it's
It's
carried
set.
in the X gene.
It's in the X gene, exactly. So
Yes.
that's why they be wanting with each other. God, they see somebody like the Boyle place down here. He opened up a seafood boil down the street.
Yeah.
Somebody off them in front of his establishment.
No.
Jealousy, because he was balling out,
What's
doing
up,
his
brother?
thing.
Jacksonville in
Huh?
the house. Jamil.
Yeah. Oh. So this jealousy wound has to be healed. It's a
Remember,
serious wound.
the dude that I was telling you that I went off on because I was like, why are you so worried about what the next nigga doing? Like,
Yeah.
you need to focus on your shit. Don't focus on what the next nigga's doing and try to tell the next nigga what they need to be doing. You need to be doing your own shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Set was. His eyes was on Asar and why he had to place a position in what he didn't have it. So
Uh-huh.
that jealousy is why we got brothers today clapping each other. It's the same distortion. This is why
Yes,
we're
it is.
discussing this. We're just
You listen,
discussing
and I
this.
rebuke that shit, honey.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
rebuke
no,
it too.
I am constantly canceling violent contracts. Like constantly canceling violent contracts and timelines that have low vibrational energy in them to keep people from projecting.
Yes.
Um we have to let that shit go. Like, you
Mhm.
won't make it. You ain't gonna make it past 2030 if you on that shit.
No, no, they all gonna just go away because we're not even. They ain't gonna hold the frequency with that.
No.
This is why this is so important to discuss this because our women
Yes.
and our men have to get themselves in alignment. You should, if you
Yes.
carry a jealous bone, you are a part of Enlil's tribe. That's the
Yeah.
jealous god. You're a part of
Yes.
that, and you're gonna get wiped out with that distortion. They're gonna turn to stardust if they don't go back to source. They're
Yes.
going to turn the stardust with them in 2043 if they don't change their inner world. Jealousy comes from inside. It comes from you being insecure with yourself. That's where jealousy comes in at. You don't love yourself. You don't honor yourself. You don't respect yourself. You don't have confidence in who you are as a man or a woman. And you want what someone else has. That's why they taught us in school, keep your eyes on your own paper, be in your
Right.
own sovereignty, be in your own energy, to establish you. get your shit right so then you don't have to worry about anybody else. So that jealous spirit has to go, or you're not making it through the 5D, because
Yeah.
that kind of energy is not allowed. You got to do your shadow work on that. Just go in the mirror. Why do I feel jealous?
Yeah.
I need to figure out why I feel jealous of my sister.
Yes.
Why am I
Yes.
jealous?
Yes.
Why am I feeling this way? Where are these insecurities? So if you dig deep enough, you'll find them. Sometimes they come from childhood wounds of not having
Yeah. Everything is a
things,
reflection.
being jealous with other people. Now, I had childhood wounds of not getting what I wanted, but it made
Mm.
me jealous of other people. It made me go and steal it.
Yeah.
It made me go and just take it by force. It made me into a, I'm finna take mine type of shit.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I had other
Oh,
issues. It didn't make me jealous. It made me, I'm gonna go take my shit if I can't get it. Then it turned me into a
I got
hustler
you.
too, where I was able to learn to
Yes.
hustle to get my own.
Yeah.
So that's how I dealt with not having
See,
as a
mine was the
child.
complete opposite because my family instilled in me, like, you have to work hard to get things. Which,
Hmm.
yeah, we do got to work, but it was the hard part where I'm programming my dad, like, no, you can just align with it and have spirit bring it to you versus working hard. Because working hard is the U.S. corporation enslavement program. And we was working too motherfucking hard. You feel me, Ashe?
Right.
Like we've been working too motherfucking hard. Um,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, so that inner child, that's very important, 'cause that's the start of a lot of the root. When we came
yeah,
into the
that's the root.
world,
Yes,
it's the root of a lot of the problems. It started in the childhood because we chose certain tracks to come into when we incarnated. So I chose to come through the distortion of the family that I chose.
yeah, we all
So
did.
yeah,
Because if we
so
in it, that means we would motherfucking sign that shit in our book of life before we came up over here.
exactly. Because imagine us having everything we wanted, we wouldn't felt the need to wake up.
Right. There has to be some type of learning process, right?
Yeah, it has to be a
That's
learning
what the
process.
game is for.
Yeah, it has to be.
But
If
there
you
are
have everything,
planes.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong though. There are planes of existence where you just go to and you can fucking relax. And you
yeah,
just that's where I'm going next.
yeah.
I'm fucking tired.
I want to go to that pleasure rim. That's where I want to be. It's a rim where there's nothing but pleasure going on all day.
Listen, I was literally going through it last night. I was literally going through it last night, right? And I was like, I was sitting outside for just a couple of seconds, and I was like, we have been creating shit for fucking eons. Eons. There's so much shit that we created we can't even think of right now because we in our limited consciousness on Earth,
We
right?
created universes.
Universes. We're the original Earth. We are the original creators of fucking Earth. You
Hmm.
feel me? And I'm like, there should be no reason why motherfuckers can't exit this fucking matrix and figure out something that their heart desires for them to create that they can create through love.
Yeah.
It starts literally while you're still working those jobs, right? I
Hmm.
was blessed to where the jobs that I was working, I loved. I was creating through my jobs, even though they were in the matrix. But I
Hmm.
love my jobs. It
Exactly.
has to be something that you love. And you got to fucking create that shit. And it starts small.
Hmm.
But we got too many motherfuckers is still up underneath the US corporation. And that shit is dragging us down. That's
Hmm.
why we're getting hit with this higher consciousness solar flashers.
Yeah. We things gonna shift. It's just a process, and we all wavering that storm.
Mm-hmm.
We're processing, and as we're
But
processing,
how
we're
we're
doing
in the
our healing.
0 point, people are going to be getting to the 0 point to where they're in that transformation process. Like we're exiting the 0 point, right?
Hmm.
Because we're going to be on a new timeline pretty soon, right? To whereas our royalty and abundance is coming through with this wave of energy that's coming. Um, more people are going to be awakening, and more people are going to be finding their path. More people are going to be getting into their mission, right? So it's waves of abundance that we're all going to be on. So the ones that are going to be, waking up and getting into their mission and, starting things fresh, they're going to be at the 0 point where we're at, where we're like, we can't even fucking do this shit no more. Like, we're just like, okay, we're in the beginning phases, but then we're in the middle of timelines, right? So we understand, and understand the energy of the 0 point to where we are starting fresh from zero, right? There's going to be people come once they exit and they figure out with this higher consciousness that they're awakening of everything that's going on, and they don't want to do the shit no more. They're going to be entering, how we were talking about that 2-year period? They're going to be entering their 2-year period, and it may even be sped up. Because when I woke up in 2024 to 2026, it was like a fast 2-year waking up 0 period. Like, you're going to have a whole brand new life. You need to remember who you are. So there's people that are going through this 0 process to where they're shedding the old life and the new life is coming in, not even realizing like, oh shit, this is what's happening.
Exactly. And people gonna get there in different phases of this thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And because we're all on different, we all woke up different times, so we all have different things that we still gotta go through, and because everyone went through the same thing. Who is a part of the 144, where they had to go through
in some way, shape, or form, we all went through the same shit.
We all went through the same shit, just in different times. So, like how you're in your stillness seat, I was in that seat already, where I had to sit. I hated. I didn't want to be in Vegas no more. I hated it. I couldn't wait to move off that house. I could wait till the kids moved out. I was just like, I gotta get out of Vegas. I'm there. Wherever you woke up at, everybody be like, I gotta get the hell out of here.
You gotta clear out that root chakra.
You gotta clear that out. Wherever you woke up at, you gotta get away from that. That's your next. Like, you go to the next when you get out of that wherever you woke up at. Everybody be like, I couldn't stay there. Most people relocated.
Well, listen. Unfortunately, but fortunately, this is my home, right? Since today's the 29th, I'm putting some respect on the 209. Ashe. My mama just replied to my story. Ashe for confirmation, 345. 59 on the battery. I'm gonna be 59 in 2043 when I leave.
There's your confirmation.
Ashe. So Stockton's comeback is going to. I'm gonna just talk about because it's 4 energies that connect the 2 and the 2 and the 9. Okay, so you have Stockton, California. Well, you have the 209 area code, right? Which is basically the Central Valley, which is basically the Central California. If you're not from here, it's the Valley area, right? This is the home of the agriculture. We produce 65% of the GDP of the agriculture for the whole entire United States. Now, I'm not going to even get into Turtle Island. However, this land is very important because when it comes time to prepare for the 2030, when it comes time to prepare for the 2043, everybody's going to end up shifting to California because our exit point is in LA and San Francisco, the gates. San Francisco's on the 37 line. I think LA is like 23 or 24 or 31.
Yeah, they definitely want me to be in that region, the Bay Area region, because you're going to have the LA region. So I already know I'm going to be in the Bay Area.
Yeah, exactly. But that connects us to Savannah, Georgia. And Savannah, Georgia area code is 912. And that's one of the oldest area codes in the state. Oh, no, in the country. Which gives us basically like our Orisha Sankofa energy, right? And then you take it to 219. 219 is Prince Edward Island, which is Canada, which runs the energy through Canada. And I can do that because my ex-husband's last name is Edward. And then we also have Edwards Air Force Base. So that gives us the 3 Edwards, right? So that locks us in the Canada, the Turtle Island energy, right? The North America energy. And then the last one, the 219, 209, 912, 219, 219, 219 locks us in to Gary, Indiana. And I have a sister that's going to come on that's from Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana is where Michael Jackson is from.
When is she coming on?
I'm trying to get her on for Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Well, let's stay on point because we went off the subject. We went from
no, that's on subject because the frequency of the agriculture is today, the 29th today, we're in the frequency of the Venusian 29 energy of the land energy.
Okay, let's let that be known so people won't think we off. You know?
Yeah, oh no, I can tie it together.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so the 29th is the land of the Venusian energy, you said, right?
So, because it's 9 completion and 2 is love.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, I'm learning. Shoot. Let me learn.
Listen, I'm actually, sources guiding me to do a show on how to figure out how to do the numbers and the symbology and stuff through your actual energy.
Yeah, and I want to learn that. You should be teaching that too, because I want to learn to synchronize that stuff. That's why I said we supposed to be getting paid off of our gifts. We ain't supposed to be working for nobody. Yes. We got gifts that people will come and pay you for that. Oh, can you bust down how this gonna work for me? You can be charging people making money. We got gifts that we need to be using. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get back to the sister womb and how it's affecting the sisters. So I told you I had a sister who always betrayed me. I've been in sister groups where there's powerful women together in one sister group, and it can get kind of catty. It can get not really catty. I wouldn't say catty. It's like a ego thing. Once a lot of the sisters find out who they are and they know they have these spiritual gifts and powers, they tapped in. It's like a ego thing that you're in someone else's group and they run the group. There are some sisters that have personalities that are very strong, and it's hard for them to co-create with other sisters because that wound shows up in different ways. It shows up a lot of ego, or I'm this powerful, this, and I'm this and that, and then it shows up in jealousy. It shows up in strife, disunity. It shows up in just all kinds of distortions. So I've seen it in one group. I'm not going to say the name and put it on blast, but it's a big group of goddesses in one group. And there's been a couple of powerful goddesses that I personally talked to outside of that group who had to leave the group because they didn't like how the facilitator was handling things. So sometimes as goddesses, we can get kind of overpowering and it'd be hard to co-create. And that's not what Source wants. That's not what Tiamat wants for the daughters.
We have to work together.
She wants us to learn how to tame that dragon energy.
We have to.
Tame it and learn to be respectful, because there's a lot of boundaries that be getting crossed.
Patience, too.
With these sisters. Like
we have to have patience with each other.
Yes, the boundaries get crossed. And then it's like rising up. It happened with me and a sister. When we started bumping heads because it's just too much dragon. It's too much goddess. It's just too much. And we can't co-create when we are at heads with each other.
No.
We are called to, as matriarchs, to come together for the whole of humanity. If we're bumping heads, we can't co-create anything because the ego is overpowering. And this is another thing that I need to discuss about the sister womb. You're not going to 5D with all that ego.
No.
It's not, because ego is not the 5D. That's what the Kundalini does. The Kundalini rises to dissolve the ego.
Yeah.
If you that means your Kundalini didn't rise, because your ego is supposed to start to dissolve. Because you can't be ego in spirit, because the ego is going to push what spirit is trying to do with you and the sister. Spirit wants you and the sister to co-create something. But because of your egos and your pride, you can't co-create. So you're messing up what spirit is trying to do, because the ego is overpowering and taking over spirit. You're not going to 5D in that. That has to be controlled, because they said it's like hands down. Ego is not, you can't. It's impossible, because you
Yeah.
need spirit. You need your spirit. Your ego is your human self. We're not going to be human selves anymore. We got to leave the ego in the third dimension, so we're able to co-create outside of ego. Healthy ego, like you said, is important. But I've seen these egos tear up Powerful Sisters group. It was 5 of us powerfully in this container as the heads of we're like the administrators of her big group that she
Okay.
has. And 1, 2, 3 of us ain't even in it no more. It's only 2 of the administrators left, but
Yeah.
her whole thing is there. But because of the energies, the ego, the sister wound, pride, jealous, all of that, that has to be tamed. And we have to learn to work together
Yeah.
as sisters. And my advice for taming the ego is to get over your fucking self
Yeah.
and look at the bigger picture.
That's
Everybody is
you have
human.
you have to remind you have to keep reminding yourself. Um
Exactly.
you have to keep reminding yourself that everybody's learning at a different pace. Because I do struggle with this. And I'm like, okay, I just have to be patient. And I'm like, okay, it's a learning process for everybody, right? We're in a learning process to learn how to be more patient, right?
Mm-hmm.
How, learn to tolerate certain things to make sure that we're not like in that nasty ego energy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, because we have all powerful. We are going to be all called together to, just how they have the legislators and the governments and all of that. They all have to work together, and they have to
Yes.
work through their shit. We have
Yeah.
to be able to work through it. We're keep bumping heads and falling out, people leaving and stuff. How are we going to establish anything for 5D?
Yeah. On the flip though, if you are experiencing to where like there's like a drag or like there's like you're not progressing as you should, then that means that somebody is not holding up their part, right? So
Mm-hmm.
then, because the thing is that we're supposed to be generating positive energy. We ain't at this point. We not going back. We not losing no motherfucking money,
No,
right?
no.
So, in the co-creations that we do, we should always be generating positive on the graph, positive on the money.
Mm-hmm. For
you know?
sure. Because anything else is not, it's not healthy, and
Yeah.
it's not going to get us anywhere. So, this distortion between the sisters, it got to be cleared. And I'm
Yeah.
working through my stuff now to clear it out, because, and I'm very protective over minds because of that. And it created a wound for me of not trusting women
Mhm.
because of what happened. Like, no, you're not going around with a man to do nothing that I'm
Yeah.
not involved in. So I have to deal with trust issues because of that betrayal. I have to work on being able to trust other sisters again in pureness, not in trusting in there's a wall up in distortion, trusting with boundaries, you know, because I kind of feel like I don't want that shit to happen again. So I'm making sure that I protect mine this time.
We
Because
don't have
however
time
that
for
shit
we don't
happened,
have time for stuff to be happening
yeah,
again.
I probably was in my rituals, because during that time I was doing a lot. So I wasn't watching the star every 5 minutes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He had
Yeah.
his role, I had mine. And I was confident in my shit, and I was doing my shit. Did I think I had to look over my shoulder and watch my fucking sister because she's going to go and pull some shit.
Mhm.
And that's a thing that I think I was way too nice in that time, and I allowed too much.
Yeah.
And I didn't put up enough boundaries
Yeah.
in that time space. So a lot of people thought that they could just cross shit. And this life, I came through the hood this time around.
Yeah.
So if somebody tries something, it ain't gonna be that offset from 5,000 BC, whatever it was. It's gonna pop off because I have to respect. I have to protect minds
Yeah.
this time from anyone trying to come in and do some shit.
Mhm.
And that's with all of us. We all have to have relationships with boundaries. How many stories have you heard of? Oh, my sister slept with my man. Oh, my mama slept with my man. Oh, my
That
friend
sounds
slept with my man.
crazy.
Oh,
That's insane.
yeah, this person slept with my man. How? How is all of this happening?
Well, you know what? I did have a cousin sleep with another cousin's husband.
That's what I'm saying. Because somehow she wanted what her cousin had. Somehow she wanted her cousin, her
A lot
stuff.
of people are lazy. They
Why
just
do you
want to
want
go
your
out and get
cousin?
their own shit.
Yes, why? Why do you want your cousin's husband? I never interested in any of my
Because
family
motherfuckers act like they
relationships.
can't go get their own shit. That's what it is.
Let me take from someone else. Like, come on, we can't be.
I'm
We
too
grown.
lazy to go get my own man, so I'm gonna go do this.
Man, I'm gonna go
And it
throw
all
out.
circles back to what you said, self-worth.
Yeah. Or I got a man and I'm miserable, so I'm gonna go
That
and
still goes back to laziness.
yeah.
Shit.
Like, bitch, do some rituals, Nephthys, and step your pussy up and do some magic and
Man, listen.
turn his ass out
When
and
I
go
learned my
make.
coochie was cosmic, it was game over.
Girl, tell me about it. Mhm. My man said my shit is multi-dimensional. It's like a garden.
Baby!
It's like a
We locking
garden
in
when he
shit in
hit
the
you.
grid through the coochie.
What'd you say?
I said we locking in shit in the grid through the coochie.
Tell me about it.
I will literally get a confirmation and my shit will be tingling because it goes through the roof.
Come on.
It's
He
the
goes,
kundalini energy. You have to be hyper aware of all the sensations on your body.
facts.
I
Facts.
know when light is entering my body. I can feel it.
Me too. I'm very energy sensitive, so I feel everything taking place. And the thing is, he didn't even want her. He didn't like it. He didn't want it. He didn't remember it. It's just disgusting. It's like, because you force yourself on a man, it's like, you end up looking stupid. How many women you know went to try to sleep with somebody's husband? They end up looking stupid. The husband never leaves for them. The husband just looks stupid. Like, oh, I'm just a
Well, yeah,
baby
because
mama.
you're absorbing a whole bunch of traumatic energy.
Exactly.
And it's all lower vibrational energy. You're
Exactly.
absorbing all that shit.
Exactly. And I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me, but it was a lot. You know, I lost my husband. My sister slept with my
Mm,
man and got pregnant. I lost my throne seat. Like
yeah.
everything the distortion was so big that my heart and my third eye had grief on it, you guys.
Yeah.
I was grieving so bad. I grieved till the cows came home. And I
Yeah.
carried that grief in this lifetime. So I
Yeah.
had to heal my sister wound. I had a great sister relationship with the 7 girls that I grew up with. We never fell out, not one time. I believe that they were just soul cosmic sisters. I don't know who they are spiritually because I don't think any of them are on this path that I'm on. But we were friends from second grade all the way to our late 20s. And
Mm.
we danced together, basketball together, everything.
Mm.
So we had a tight knit. So I already know how to have tight knit circles because I
Yeah.
had them in past lifetimes. That's why was able to have that foundational sisterhood.
Yeah.
But now when I left that sisterhood and I went to other groups,
Mm-hmm.
um, we had some good relationships, but of course it wasn't like that because they were like the day ones. But we kind of fell out. Different little things happened and we fell out. But I always seem to form good relationships with women.
Okay.
I had sisters in different, groups and stuff, and had relationship, but I did have some trauma where I was just too turned up, and these sisters were like not as hood as I was, and I kind of ruined some relationships
Yeah.
because of that. Being from San Francisco, being from the hood, and they're from like San Jose and Sunnyvale and that kind of shit. And I'm coming with
Yeah.
my hood ass trying to get into these circles, but they helped like calm me down and like get me more level headed. So I wasn't so city. I kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
balanced
Yeah.
myself out and had some good relationships. So it's possible to heal and establish these relationships. It's
Yeah.
very possible. But it just comes with doing that inner work, doing that
Yeah.
healing work. And we can come together again as sisters because I'm going to be having these Venusian circles where we come together
Yeah.
and do
We
rituals
have to. Like,
and
that's the only way
ceremonies.
Earth is gonna
Yeah,
ascend, is us females coming together
coming
and the
together.
men supporting us.
Exactly. We need the men because they are our grounding. When we're going into trance and stuff, they're supposed to be there watching us and grounding us. So they're our grounding. They're supposed to ground us. They're our backbone.
Yeah.
Like Asar, that's my Jedi. That's
Yeah.
the Jedi. That's my backbone. So when he left, when he died, I was fucking distraught.
I
That
can only imagine.
hurt. Like that was like, oh, it was because it was family that did it, that made it
Yeah, of
bad. It was the
course.
people
And
that
this,
was this
so,
close
right.
to.
This goes into the bullshit, and it's 4:04 right now. The bullshit about how my auntie, who is best in little DNA, keeps interjecting her ass into my divine union.
What is she doing?
Girl, she did all type of fucking lower vibrational fucking voodoo shit.
You can see her doing it, or you
I
just.
know what she doing. It Spirit told me.
Oh,
That's what she feel on her head.
that's crazy. So she's trying to
But
break
it's
it
the
up.
family that hurts the most because
Yeah.
I literally confided into this woman with almost everything because she was my aunt who I trusted the most because my mom moved out when I was 10.
Mm.
So now, what am I like? You literally, when I found out she was doing this shit, and it all happened, honestly, on some real shit, is when the fucking energy opened when I started dating a fucking Mason. That
Oh,
shit,
God.
the Mason energy ran through him, and then they got to her and activated her ass.
I think I was dating a Mason too, my last relationship. Because his sisters were Eastern Stars, his uncle was a
Yes.
Mason. I believe he was too, but he was hiding it and acting like he was a
Uh-huh.
Christian for my sake.
And that's also a
Yeah.
repeated soul pattern
Mm.
because those are also the Knights of Templar,
Mm.
right? So we've had other situations with these men who are in this lifetime now. And then
Uh-huh.
we end up fucking around because it's the soul connection, right?
I
So
believe that.
it magnetizes us together for the bullshit again.
Mm-hmm. Trauma
Yes.
bonds, chaotic, all of that.
I know. The ex who I got into the domestic violence situation with, that is also something that we went through before in a past life. Same shit.
Mm-hmm. Just same distortion.
Yep.
Same fucking distortion. Freaking crazy. It's freaking crazy. And I just I'm here to do this again. This is why I came back. I came back to finish the temple work, to come in for the divine feminine, to bring the divine unions together, to get the feminines ready for sacred union, to
Yes.
bring the sisters together in sisterhood. Like sisters can't walk down the street without smiling, saying hi to their sisters. They got a mean mug. They sisters
You
looking at their
know?
sisters like they crazy. Like, why
Yeah.
do you have that look on your face? Why are you looking like that? Why are you mugging somebody that you don't even know? You
Yeah.
don't even know this person. This person could be ready to bless you and give you money. This person
Exactly.
is ready to, but you got your looking them up and down and just doing all this. I just be like, no,
I'm
because
like,
it's
sometimes I'm like, damn, people just need to start smiling at each other again. Damn.
right.
You
I
know?
always smile at people.
Nobody speaks to each other no more. I still
No.
try. When I see elders, I still speak to them.
Yeah,
And
our
I like speaking.
sisters.
Actually, I speak to everybody. If I feel called to speak to you, I'm going to speak to you.
Yeah, our sisters have it's an issue with one another, and it's that womb. That's
Yeah,
why it's that looking at each other, giving a stank look, and just all of that. It's like we should not be doing that. You should not be looking at your sister that way. Why do you have a problem with your sister that you don't even know? You should not have a problem with anyone, but the problem be lying within them
exactly.
because of the issues within them. Then they want to project their wound upon you. They want to project. That's why you got to put your shields up when you go outside because people will project onto you their unhealed shit. You know what I mean? So I always put up my shields before I go out because I don't want that shit. Then I come home and I cleanse myself because
Yeah,
I don't want no one else's energy, send their personal energy back to them, call my power back, and I just clean my shit up because yeah, it'd be a lot going on, but we're gonna get right as a people as long as everybody does their part in this. Because I'm only
yeah.
one person, but I'm here
I
to
know.
do this on a massive scale. I've already been
Yes.
shown it. I've been told it. That's why my mission has been attacked tenfold
You know,
because they
because they don't
already
want our fucking codes going out.
no, they don't want us getting this shit out to people. So they're trying their best to suppress, but we can't allow it. We have to keep going. We have to keep pushing. We have to keep doing these lives every week
Yep.
until we break through this bitch. Period. That's just how it goes.
Eventually, yeah, yeah,
We're not letting up. We gonna keep doing. This is our mission work right here. Even when we share this live, you look at the views. 300 people watched it. That's mission work. Because when
hmm
people watch us speak, those are the codes that
49.
they're getting. They're going out to the
It's
sisters.
409.
So it don't matter who shows up, they gonna see it, and then more people gonna be sent to our page. We got this. We got this because once we have a made up mind, and Source says, okay, them sisters, they got a made up mind. What they here to do, they know who they
Yeah,
are. They ain't hiding who they are. They ain't playing small. They know what they here to do. They
yeah.
out there on that camera. They don't give a damn if it's one person watching, two people. They doing what they here to do. We see that now. We gonna make it happen for them. But if we ain't moving, the
Yeah.
universe ain't moving. That's just
This
how
is,
it goes.
and we need the other sisters. We
We
need
do.
the other sisters. So something that I'm going to be changing up for um Tuesdays is figuring out having other sisters chime in so we can figure out one, what are they doing? How can we support them? And
Mm-hmm.
two, what's going on in the area, right? Because as the matriarchs, we have to rise to our tribe,
Mm-hmm.
right? So not only are we doing our individual work, we have to start collectively figuring out, okay, what is going on in each area, right? Because we need to figure out how we can support these areas, right? Like I know what the fuck is going on in Stockton. And I know what the plan, like I know the plans for California, but I need other women to figure out. You need to tap in and figure out what is the plan for where you are.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Every woman has their place, and we need to hook up with my
Yes.
and let's tap in with her and see if she wants to come on.
Yeah.
Or we do collaborate something
Mm-hmm.
together. I think we gotta do more collaborations with other sisters so we can
Yeah.
all grow as a community and get this out, get pushed, get all of our stuff pushed out because the people need our codes. And a lot is going to be doing those collaborations and stuff and doing, I'm going to be contacting influencers and different things to
Yeah.
assist with growth and development of my page. Uh,
So what I think, and for us, I think that something that we need to push is if you're from California, can you please contact us? So if you're in California, please follow me so I can have a tracking, right? So I can develop a group um, of who's either in and from California.
mm-hmm.
Because that's energy that we can be running through this energy. Right? Just by having a group together of being able to keep in contact with each other.
Yeah, because I brought the Cali here to Atlanta.
Yes.
Because the codes came with me. The Berkeley swim team being on the Delta flight. The apartment called Berkeley in the damn door number 415. And
you feel
so
me?
I brought the Cali.
Yes. We have the Golden Gate codes.
We do. I brought the codes
It's our
here.
DNA codes. That's what people don't understand. Everybody got motherfucking codes that they carry all on Turtle Island.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you really want to think about it, all around the fucking world. But, but everybody has their own fucking codes in this lifetime that they're carrying, right? Yeah. And those codes that you have in this lifetime, you have to understand the codes that you carry in this life, so it'll unlock the codes for your past lives. That's how I was able to get the keys to move to Lemuria, to the Lost Island of Mu. And that was how California was originally connected to the Lost Island of Mu. And then it fucking floated over here and connected to here. So then that's how we got to Rhode Island. But I was stationed in Hawaii for 5 years.
Interesting. We definitely got to go do some work.
Wherever you have traveled to, there's also soul codes that are dormant, that also activate your soul memories.
Yeah. So when you go to those places,
codes for you to transmute. Like I have the code, like when I was stationed temporarily for just 2 weeks with the Royal UK, with the Royal Army. Yo, I was stationed with the Royal Army. So now I have those gate codes to alchemize. The royalty key through the UK. Through the Royal Army, which is connected to, y'all know. Right? To basically the king and the queen who've been running this shit. So everybody has specific codes of what they're supposed to be alchemizing.
Yeah, what you're supposed to be doing, what you're supposed to be bringing forth, and we gotta live together as a sisterhood. And
wherever you've gone, wherever you worked, whatever you've done in the 3D, that's the shit that you are supposed to be alchemizing. Because those are your specific codes, whoever you worked for. It don't matter what organization, what temp agency, it don't matter at all, because you were there on an assignment. You were led there for a reason, even though it was on the 3D.
But yeah,
but them Golden Gate codes, we got them Golden Gate codes, and we need the Khalifas to team up. Come on.
Oh, we got those. We got those. Oakland, my region is San Francisco, Oakland, and Berkeley. That corner right there.
Yeah, I say, sis. Thank you, Robin. Drop in with the bird energy.
Yeah, that's
beauty, money, and government. Yes, exactly. Because Robin works for fucking SMUD, which is the motherfucking electricity company in Sacramento.
Oh yeah, beauty, money, and government.
You feel me? We all have fucking codes.
Right on Venus Day, because Venus is beauty, Venus is money, Venus is abundance, Venus is rulership. This is all right now on Venusian and Friday.
And it's 4:15. I say.
And I went today, y'all, on Venus Day, on Venus Hour, shopping for all my beauty products and all my shit. So, I tapped into that big Venusian shit, that Venus shit, those codes.
Hey, and on some real shit, Robin said we need to take a cruise. Oh, I need to take a cruise. And wasn't we just talking about how we wanted to have fucking Venusian motherfucking on a yacht, or fucking healing shit on a yacht?
Yes.
Nigga, when should we get our motherfucking money?
Yeah, Venus yacht healing. I already visualized.
We already said we was gonna do yacht healing all over motherfucking Atlantic and the Pacific. Because we have to heal the ocean frequency. We gotta heal the motherfucking ocean frequency too. We got shit to do.
Why do you think they had me on the water when I was out there?
I know.
I was on the water.
That's why I was out on the water last Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Remember, I sent you that video and how we drove by them trucks.
Yeah, you was tapping in all this shit. I was like, what? Looking like, oh shit.
Because while I'm on the boat, And all of a sudden, I see a whole bunch of motherfucking money trucks. You know, the kind that they drop off the actual, the car, what are they called?
Oh, the Brinks trucks.
The Brinks, no, because it was more than one just brand. It was more than one brand. So
What was the
I
one?
was
It
on
wasn't
the
Brinks. It was
water
the red one. I don't know what
going
the red.
around Alameda Island, and obviously, I seen the Coast Guard. That's money. And I was around all the shipping containers. Yes, the ones like Loomis. I was around all the fucking shipping containers. And I was talking to my sis, Vanessa. And I was like, look, how much motherfucking money you think is here right? I said, the port of San Francisco, how much money you think is here right now? Billions.
Billions.
Billions in them fucking containers.
Hell yeah. That city gets
Billions in
so
them
much
containers.
motherfucking money. That is the money maker right there. If I go home right now, I'm making some money.
Nigga, I'm sitting right there looking at him in my fucking eyeballs, in my portals. And I'm like, this is billions of dollars right here. This shit is literally the
It's the
shit that
frequency for
supplies
wealth. If you
all of
broke in the
California.
city, you stupid. You can't be broke in San Francisco. There's no way. Those things got money. They'll pull out a pocket full of money. Okay, like if I take my ass home, my money is like this.
Like, literally on some real shit. Like, I'm looking at the shipping containers, armored cars. That's what I'm looking at, a fucking parking lot of armored cars. Then I drove by U.S. Coast Guard, and I was like, oh, nigga, today I'm in the fucking money.
Right. When I saw them trucks, I was like, this girl.
I was like, okay.
Cause I'll be
And
in La La
remember,
Land.
and I was on a reggae trip. And guess who was on the motherfucking boat with me? All my Pacific Islanders. I was like, oh, Spirit put me in the money today.
Cause you know we the real Pacific Islanders. Though,
I
right?
know.
You know, they just reclassified our shit.
So, and that's what I talked to, see, and I'm trying to get my resources up because I need to actually, in the future, we're going to need to go over there because that's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
Listen, when the Pacific Islanders this is home to them. Like, when it comes to like this whole reclassification thing that's going to go on with, you know, because of the corporation shutting down and we got to reclassify, blah, blah, blah. The Pacific Islanders is us.
Yep.
They're here. The California is their home. It's the same motherfucking land energy.
Yeah, and we gonna do it. We gonna get them yachts and we doing our Venusian healing on the water. We gonna be in Hawaii. We gonna do that whole Pacific move. We gonna do that whole area. We gonna we gonna get that because we are the water. We are the mothers. Venus, Venusian is all
the
divine
orca came to
feminine
me earlier
energy.
today.
It's flow. It's current. It's bank.
Yes.
It's feminine energy. We got to get in that flow. And I
People
prayed that. I said,
people need to remember who your actual oceanic tribal energy is, right? Mm-hmm. Because, like, earlier I was in the mirror and I was brushing my teeth and the music was vibing and then the orcas came in. And I was like, you know, them's cousins. But that's our ocean frequency. They are actually here to support us, right? They support us. When you are on the frequency and you understand the frequency of the ocean, they can communicate with you because we're all telepathic. It's the frequency. I communicate with the ocean beings.
I come from Sirius B, okay? The divine feminine planet.
Yes.
Of Sirius B. So all that ocean and water and dolphin. When I just did my clearing, y'all.
Yeah.
She was like, the dolphins and the whales miss you so much.
Yes.
I did my Lumerian clearing.
When we're
she was
actually
like,
able to get out on the ocean. I've been watching videos of people out there, and I'm like, wait till we actually get out there and have the.
We got to get out there. We got to get out there and connect with the dolphins and shit.
We have to. We have to.
We got to
just like on Avatar.
Huh?
Just like on Avatar, when the ocean, when the whales came up to support in the war. That's what this last Avatar was about. And they didn't want to support because you know, they believe in peace. But when the one of the animals came down, it was one of the ocean beings, showed them how they were getting attacked by the US, by the war, and they had got fucking, like, you know how you catch, you throw it, it's like a sword, how you catch the fish. They were basically showing them the story of what they were doing to the animals, to the ocean beings. And then the fucking whale, the ancestor whales was like, nah, fuck this shit. And then they pulled up. They pulled up. They was knocking over the ships and everything. And I'm just saying, what they did was they supported us by knocking over the evil ships. I'm not saying, but I just got a flash in my head. What if they really did, you know, knock over something? But they have that power. They have that power, and we can. And you know how they talk? They talk through telepathy.
Yep, telepathic.
They talk through telepathy. You have to understand their frequency.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they pray for us because this is a lot. They know they're the ancient wisdom keepers. They know everything.
Soon as it stops raining,
in a caustic field in a fucking whale body.
Soon as it stops raining, I'm going to the aquarium to go tap in.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea.
They got the Georgia aquarium.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tap in. I didn't think to go when I was in San Francisco still, because I was right on the water all the time. And they have an aquarium right on Pier 39, but it didn't click then to go. I don't know why, but I've been because I grew up right there. But I'm going to go here and reconnect, definitely, with that dolphin, that whale, that energy, that aquatic energy, because that's who we are. We come from that water. I was a water
priestess. Those are our cousins. That's our family.
Water priestess.
We come from there.
Aries, like literally.
Yes. Hey, brother.
So we the water is us. The water is flow. That's feminine. The feminine energy is water.
The ocean beings, literally.
Yes.
I knew that so a message came through like 3 months ago, and I'll have to show it to you because I did post it, and they told me there was gonna be a fish, right? So then I looked up the fish, and then they told me there was gonna be a fish because some fish, 5 fish, I think it was 5 or 7 fish, appeared around the corner from my house when I was on my walk. I seen the dead fish. Okay. So then a couple weeks later, the fucking fish that are they're like a long swordfish, and they're long and squiggly, and they're silver. They're like silver and blue. And then they came on the shores in LA, 2 of them. And then and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm scared. It's a prophecy being fulfilled." It was a prophecy being fulfilled because the same exact fish is the same exact fish in the hieroglyph, which is the Apophis, which is the god of destruction. So they told me the fish were going to be coming by showing me some fucking dead. Why would 5 dead fucking fish be around the corner from my house? I don't know.
Yeah. There ain't even no water over there.
Thank you. There is some water. I'm by a levee. But, however, 5, it was just laying there on the ground. So I was like, okay. And I was like, Mama, this is a sign of abundance. Because it was underneath the bridge. It was underneath the freeway. Couple weeks later, we got the receipts for Apophis. And I said, oh shit, they finna fuck shit up. Which correlates with the 2043. Because when the God of Destruction is released in 2043, that's when the balls are going to be released and they're going to blow this shit up again.
You know what I just got? Poseidon energy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can say that. Yeah, for sure.
We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
Thing. I don't know why that just came up.
Yeah. I'm going to have to post that on my page again as another receipt since we're talking about the ocean.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because the ocean is water. So this is all Venus. This is all divine feminine. We're water.
The primordial waters, Yeah,
the primordial waters. That's why this is all This is all tied in to this Venus stuff.
Yeah.
It's the primordial waters, it's the current, the river, the bank, all of that. All of that is us. It's our essence. We have to always be tapped into our feminine waters, our sacral energy, our money, our flow at all times.
All
Like
time.
I had let shit like go for a minute 'cause I was going through so much. They was doing so much shit on me. I had like lost myself for a minute.
Yeah.
But then my time had ended of going through that phase last year, August of 2025. Remember, I
Okay.
told you it was the 2023 to 2025 where I was going through a lot of shit. So I snapped out of it August, and I was like, got back on my glamour rituals, got picked myself back up, went out there, started selling timeshare, went back, got my frequency back, got myself
Mm.
right. Right after I did that, that's when my husband came. Right
Yeah.
after I transmuted and moved out of that house, left, I was standing in the telly for a minute, and after that, I went straight to San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's when everything shifted. As soon as I left that season, is when everything shifted.
Yeah.
So we do go through seasons in different things, and then there's going to be a shift, and then things are going to change. You're going to move, and then things are going to shift.
Yeah.
That move has to take place because that moves the energy.
Yeah.
So all that stale got left behind, and then I jumped back into my frequency because my kids
Mhm.
were looking at me like, what the fuck's wrong with my mother? Like,
Uh-huh.
what the fuck is she going through? Because this
Yeah.
ain't like her. They know me to always be out getting it, hustling, making money, doing my shit. And I was just stuck for a minute. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
And then I
Like it
just
wasn't making sense to you.
it wasn't. And then I snapped out of that shit, got into my rituals, got into my magic, got
Yeah.
into my glamour, got into my shit, and I got out of that shit. So that's why it's important for the divine feminine, and that's why I push this
Yeah,
Venus
because you got to
energy.
teach the feminine ritual. I don't really know the rituals I be doing. I be doing my abundance rituals, right? Um,
Yeah,
and
and abundance rituals is
alchemy
a
of the
part of it.
timelines. And then my rituals are mostly like alchemy for the timelines. I really haven't done like how the Venusian type.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I actually need help getting back to the girly me.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm here for.
Because I've been in a masculine so much. My
Yeah.
past life was also masculine. And I'm very active in my grandpa's energies. That's me.
Mm-hmm. I need
And
to be more in the masculine, so you need to help me with that. You see
yeah,
how we're
I am
reflections on the
heavily,
flip
yeah.
of each other? I need more help with that. Like I was told I'm in too much of feminine. That's why I'm doing this little part-time gig right now.
Uh-huh.
It's helping me with my masculine. It really
Okay.
is. It's helping me because I just will be in my feminine all day. I swear to
Hmm.
God. And you always
Yeah.
stress about.
I mean, I think I'm getting there,
Mhm.
but um,
It's
and
a
it could
balance.
also be because I was in the military. I played sports. I was very in my masculine energy, and not that like sports is definitely a divine feminine energy, right? But we have to also be sporty, right?
Mhm.
We actually need to be more sporty as women, right? Because everybody's kind of like there is a distortion where women are too frou-frou. Oh,
Mhm.
I can't get dirty. Or, no, stop, stop.
Yeah, I can get dirty.
You know,
I just
or
not
like
all
for
the time.
me, the one like the ones who don't want to go camping, I'm like, I can't fuck with you. Oh, I just want to go glamping. Yeah, there's a time and a place to go glamping to where it's
Mhm.
like bougie. But if I need to go sleep outside and sleep underneath the stars and receive the earth energy, and we need to sleep on the ground, then that's what we need to do.
Yeah, I grew up camping and shit.
Yes.
So I can go back to that. Do I prefer it? No, but will I do it? Absolutely. I just don't like bugs. That's my only thing is I hate bugs. But I will camp my ass off because I grew up camping. We went camping
I
every
love
summer.
camping.
Every summer, the whole
I
hood
love
was camping.
camping. Even Robin was like, which is I am 185 45. She was like, I can't believe you haven't gone camping in your backyard. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Because I have a big
Right.
backyard.
You do. I thought about that too when I had my house in Vegas. Like, I could
Yeah.
put a tent out here and just literally camp.
Yeah.
Because nobody will come right there. I had a big ass dog and nobody would
Mm-hmm.
come over there
Yeah.
anyway. I didn't live in that kind of area. I
Uh-huh.
thought about that too, doing like a backyard and putting a tent up and just camp outside and just be outside. But they sprayed too much out there. It was too toxic. They
Mm.
sprayed a lot in Vegas, like terribly.
Really?
Yeah, they sprayed bad out there. So that would be the only thing. The ground is probably toxic as
Yeah.
hell because of all of the spray falling
Damn.
down on it. So trying to
And
ground,
don't nothing really grow out there.
no, it doesn't. Everything is
Yeah.
fake and imported in. So yeah, I'm glad I switched out of that frequency because that it was a very toxic, distorted frequency. But yeah, but back to where we are, I'm gonna work with the feminine on getting
I'm
back into the
excited.
femininity and working
Listen,
with
I need the
getting,
first test run.
yeah,
Going
and
more.
yeah, and then getting back in that balance and in
Yes.
that Venusian frequency. Because I've been doing it for a lifetime, so I know it
Yeah.
well, and I know, I'm going to be giving that to the women so that they can learn to. And once they go through those rituals and go through the temples and stuff, then you're going to feel so much better because it's going to get you into a place that you just forgot. It's a place that the women forgot, but they always had it. But the 3D distorted our glamour and our beauty.
Yeah. For
Like
real. For
Khalifa
real.
was very into glamour. She was like a glamour goddess. Like a lot of her glamour was siphoned and reverted to the Hollywood distortion.
Mm.
They're still feeding on that. I did a
Well, yeah,
video
because
on
if you
that.
look back, like we would always have like our makeup done. We would have our jewelry on.
Yeah,
Like that's why I
badass.
was like, let me listen, nigga, I promise I'm finna be blinged out. I'm finna be laced the fuck. Like I'm going like that is the energy that I'm used
Diamonds and pearls.
to.
That's
Yes.
where we come from. We're royalty. We're wealthy. We are abundant.
Yes.
And I'm not going to play this matrix game. I was saying that shit yesterday. Like, I'm not going to let them put me in a timeline and in a frequency that I don't belong in. I was saying that coming back from shopping, doing my beauty shopping. Like, I'm going to keep my frequency. I'm going to hold my frequency. And I'm not going to let this matrix push me out of my frequency and try
Yeah.
to siphon and destiny swap and give me some shit that ain't my truth. I'm like, I'm refusing to do that.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
it's not going to happen. Um, so I'm like, I'm here to be who I truly am in my full authority, my full leadership, my full true self. I ain't hiding, I ain't shrinking, I ain't playing small. So the rest of them distorted, false light people running around saying they ISIS and all this shit, they all gonna fall away. Because once the real ones come out,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not hiding, we're not playing small, we're not shrinking. They have to fall away. Frequency universal.
Yes, Ashe.
The universe gonna
Ashe.
let them do it because we're
Yeah.
not in it. If
But
you're
that's the
not in
thing
it,
though. Correct. Correct. You have to claim your fucking frequency.
for
That's
real.
what I was like. I have to recall my energy back from the statues, recall my energy back from whoever's carrying the name. Bless them. I should, but it's the motherfucking false light ones who are using our energy. Like there's a couple of celebrity women who I know that people have also agreed with me. Oh yeah, you're right. Because I asked other people, did you know about this? Do you know something about this? And there are other celebrity women who
I
are
saw them in
using
my dream. I know who you're
our
talking about.
frequencies. They're
I
using
know
our
who you're
names.
talking about. I saw them in my dream. So what does that mean? I rebuked them. The ones that you said was woo woo woo. They in LA. The ones. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Them. I saw them.
Them.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if I saw them, that's letting me know. Whenever I see any of them in the dream state,
Yes.
that is them saying they're involved in something.
437. We're on the 30th. We're in the golden ratio energy. Yes.
Yeah, they are involved in the siphoning of our
Yes.
essence, and so we have to do a lot of reclaiming from that family, for sure. And some of these celebrities that
People
other
don't
rappers,
realize how much wealth we're actually supposed to fucking have. These motherfuckers who
exactly.
are in charge, who are quote unquote in charge, they have billions of dollars. That's our fucking money.
Yep.
That is our money. These people are using our money.
Remember the Social Security, the family
Yes.
plan? If we go on that website and put in our Social Security, I'm gonna get too mad to go on
All
there.
these
That's
these
why.
fucking a lot of these lower vibrational celebrities, they're here on our wealth.
Yep. That ain't theirs. The thing is how we get our shit back and win. Because I said yesterday that I'm
See, the E's
tired of
fuck
this
it. The
bullshit.
motherfucking E is itching. Exactly.
I'm
Shit.
tired of the bullshit. I don't want to wait. I'm like, who's gonna do something about it, universe?
Because
My
motherfuckers need to stand on their shit. Once you walk in your L energy, that's reclaiming your sovereignty. That's
mm-hmm.
reclaiming your soul. Because you reclaimed your soul, now you can now you can alchemize their energy, the people who's actually
Yeah.
pulling on your
Converter.
shit.
Yeah, I got the converter up for them already.
Exactly. You gotta have the converter up all the time.
I got the converter up. They got me fucked
Yes.
up about my shit.
Yes.
I'm mashing off the gate, and I hope they see this video because they probably watching it. I'm mashing off the gate because they are watching it. They said they be doing the fake pages and shit, watching our shit
I'm sure they fucking do.
on the fake pages,
I'm
like checking
sure
us
they
out and
fucking
shit.
do.
So I'm gonna let you bitches know, y'all time is up.
Hey, I just got a response. Soul Family Oracle. See, exactly. The scamming ass niggas.
What happened?
I just seen a fucking scammer ass. Listen, there's a scammer page on a divine woman's page
Uh-huh.
who is an oracle
Uh-huh.
on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
And there's a, and I know the motherfucker's a scammer because he made a fake page with the same name and he responded something and I was like, oh, you picked the right nigga today. Okay? And it looks like the same one, or actually it looks a little bit different, is just responded. So I know that's some scam shit because we in the energy of the scamming motherfuckers.
Yeah, spammers and scammers.
You feel me?
I don't consent to none of y'all shit. I rebuke all y'all ass. You come against me,
And you know what's
you come
crazy?
one way, you gonna flee seven. Cause my spirit team is here, Tiamat is here, everybody here, and try me and see.
And
That's
then you
all
know
I'm
that
gonna
girl,
say.
Young Miami, just put out where my scammers at. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah, they the
Y'all
scammers.
scamming ass niggas.
Mm-hmm. They the
With that
ones.
low vibrational ass fucking music.
Yeah, all that. all that.
Yeah, we actually
All
are
that.
looking for the scammers on some real shit.
For real.
On some real shit. We actually are looking for the fucking scammers.
Yeah, where y'all at? Who be spamming our phones, spamming our Instagrams with all that spam in a can ass motherfuckers. Spam in the aluminum can.
There's like I don't even like on some real shit. Like motherfuckers don't realize how indoctrinated and how sleep they actually really are. Even the spiritual ones. Some
Yeah,
spiritual one, there's people that are in the 4D that don't realize how fucking indoctrinated this fucking game is.
and how they ain't going to 5D and how they gonna be sadly mistaken.
When you go outside on some real shit, this shit looks from a galactic perspective, this shit looks fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
It's all over the place. It's so fucking messy. People's minds.
Yeah, I don't deal with them. I don't deal. If it's not a higher collective consciousness speaking, I don't even entertain any low vibrational. I don't watch anybody.
No, but that's the thing though.
No.
Because people are watching people who are of higher consciousness, but they're not sitting down and doing the work. They're relying on external sources, and they're not connecting to source.
Gotcha.
Yes, we're here to guide, but you gotta fucking do the work.
Yeah, the work has to be done.
Y'all, there's so many, and I know it because I can feel the frequency. Because if everybody was motherfucking waking up, we wouldn't have to be saying this shit.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We wouldn't still have this much distortion.
Nope. Well, the divine feminine has to get in order first, heal them witch wounds, heal them sister wounds, get themselves together in health. It's a process, and everybody has to go through the change. Nobody gets to 5D without going through the process. You have to, all 7 of your chakras have to be clear. You have to get at least to the heart. You have to be at least the heart, the 4th chakra, to even make it. The humanity is still in the root chakra in the sacral. Sex and money and drugs and all things material. So what do you think? They ain't made it to the heart space. I'm here to bring the divine feminine into unity in oneness with the source field of accepting and loving each other. I was telling my daughter that about her relationship. Like, you can't be in a relationship, and she's in a relationship with a girl.
Okay.
And I'm like, you can't be in a relationship in separation. You can't be saying, oh, your car note isn't paid, but it's not her responsibility. She has money to pay it, but it's your car, your car, so you have to pay the insurance. I said, no, you are a unit. You guys are one now that y'all moved together.
Yeah.
So I said, you're not going to make it in 5D with that split. I said, because you have to be in oneness. You have to be in
oneness.
Unity with her. You guys are one.
Yes.
You are a unit. There's no separate this and that. If that bitch rides in your car, you should drive it. You take her places in it. It's her car too. You guys are a unit. No, I said you guys have to be in unconditional love for each other, and there's no money. There's no limits to unconditional love.
People have to break free.
Yes, unconditional love is about.
You gotta let this shit go. You gotta, like, it's sad, right? But the only way that you could actually help people and your family is by freeing yourself. You have to fucking free yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only fucking way. The only way, you have to free yourself first. And there's a whole lot of motherfuckers who ain't free because they got a whole lot of energetic ties open to people who they need to close off.
Yeah, because we are the ones that go first. We are the ones who, are the ones that heal the family line.
Yeah.
So once we're healed, the family heals.
Yes. And
so
I know, like, there's plans for people, like I have plans for my family. Even like my cousins and stuff. Like, I know who is Inky DNA and I know who is Best Enlil DNA. And I have plans for them, right? And even though some of them may still be in the 3D, like, Spirit is like, okay, but you're just gonna have to give them a job, right? Because they're younger, right? Because I have a lot of younger cousins, right? And then we have to consider the younger generation, which is like the 25 and below. Like, we have to open doors for them. We have to guide them because the people that are our age that didn't wake up, they're basically like, their parents are lost. Like, I'm looking at some of my cousins and I'm like, this is what I was telling my one cousin, and I'm not afraid to fucking say it. I told him, I was like, can you please take care of your health so I don't have to raise your daughter? Because there's going to be some that transition.
Very true. But another thing is, I was speaking on ego, the love. Venus is also love and unconditional love. And that's where our people are blocked at really bad. The love and the unconditional love, all that conscious community, all that yelling, distortion, all that. I've never seen enough love in that stuff.
Yes.
So I moved out of it because there was not enough love in that stuff for me. It was still too much fighting, division, strife, yelling. You're not. A lot of them woke people think that they making it because they black, melanated. You're not making
It's
it.
just about frequency.
It's a frequency
This
thing.
is about fucking frequency.
Please, we have to stress this. This is what I'm hearing. Like, in ourselves, work more on our hearts. I know I got to work on mine more, unconditional love, more love
Checkmate gonna give
frequency.
you that tough love because I'm gonna tell you like how it is.
But yeah,
I'm not afraid to say nothing no more because I've stopped myself from saying something and it does a disservice. But when if
yeah,
it's real, but I also sit on the sidelines, right? But if it really comes on my, like, I'm gonna just instill some wisdom, right? I'm gonna keep my vibration, and even though you may not understand it, I'm gonna stay in this 5D frequency, in this higher dimensional frequency, and speak to you because I'm gonna speak straight to your heart, straight to your soul. You may not understand it, but it's going like it's. I'm gonna speak straight to your soul, to your heart chakra,
so
because
that's what's needed.
I can't. It's hard to go into these places around our family, even outside in the street, and we're already operating in a higher frequency, right? We're operating in a higher. I'm operating in 5D. I'm here in 5D, but I be up in 15, all of them, right? Because I be transmuting the energy. But when you go down and you're there with your family who may not, you know what's going on. You know what's going on in everybody's lives, actually. You know, because you're operating at a level to where you understand mental health and you can see what's going on in their life and you can see the distortions going on in their life and how this distortions is rooted through systemic trauma through the U.S. corporation. So like we can diagnose everybody in the family, right? Because we're looking at it from a higher perspective, from God's view, right? Because we're a direct channel for source. So we're looking at it from the God view, and we see what's going on in the people that's in our family, and we also know the one who's best in little DNA, and those are the ones who you have to basically keep your boundaries up. But there's gonna be ones who are like operating in a lower dimension, but they're actually inky DNA. They're actually our family, but they've been so fucking heavily suppressed. Those are the ones who you can actually send love and light to, right? To make sure that they're actually getting a flow, a current energy of high vibrational energy. All you got to do is pray for them. Let me tell you, I prayed for some of my cousins, and then next thing you know, I start talking to them. And I'm like, holy shit, these motherfuckers kind of woke up, and that was because I put the boundary up. And then next thing you start talking to them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like where did this come from? And it's literally just putting the boundary up and sending the love to them and only speaking high vibrations to them. It activates them.
It
But
does.
that's our
I'm
womb
done with
energy.
that
That's
though.
how strong we are.
Yeah, I'm done with that though. I did that already. I've done that 2020, 2021, 2022-ish, trying to get my family online and they just wouldn't receive it. So they
Yeah.
on their own. Um, so you may still be in that time because you're in you're on your journey and your time frame. But I'm done with mine. I let them go and gave them the source. So as I heal, they will heal on their own.
Yeah.
But I don't pray for them. I don't do none of that. I mean, of course, I send love and frequencies to them because they are my lineage. But I pretty much they're who they are and they're where they want to be in their life right now. So I
Yeah.
just let them go, and I'm pretty much just doing my own thing. If they come around later, they'll come
Yeah.
around in their own timing. But I'm over my family. They didn't receive it. You know, they went saying me and my cousin was crazy because I have a cousin. We were twins. We was born on the same day, except he's the boy, and he died though last year. Was it last year or the year before? One of them. And that was my twin cousin, and we were the only ones awakened in the family, both born on the same day. And he's gone, so he left me by myself. So I don't have nobody in the family to talk to. He was my only one. We was the masculine and feminine that came for the lineage, but he left too early. And, he told me to finish the work and just keep on with the work, was what he told me.
Yeah.
But they was going around saying me and him was crazy.
Mm.
They losing their mind and they crazy and her and Jermaine. So I'm just like, whatever. I can't, do the distortions within my family. I'm focusing on me and the collective that I'm here to help who wants to receive the help. Whoever doesn't want to receive it, that's pretty much on them.
Yeah.
But it is almost 8. We almost been on here 2 hours. I'm going to just, you got any more that you want to talk about with the distortion for the feminine? I'm just going to end at 8 and close it out with, just all the women who will see this live later, see it down the line. Because everything is, even though it's now, there's going to people see this years
Yeah.
later, days later. Just let the divine feminine know that you hold the power. The power
Yes.
is in your
That's
hands.
good.
And it's up to you to do your work on healing yourself, loving yourself, returning to the heart, unconditional love, because Venus is not just all about beauty and going to buy makeup and get your hair done looking
Yeah.
cute. It's a frequency. And that
Yes.
frequency is beauty, love, it's abundance, been in your feminine
Mm.
flow. It
Mm-hmm.
is sexual energy, been in your sexual energy, your sacral energy. Even if you're single, you still have to be in it.
Yes.
It is happiness. It is joy. It is peace. It is pleasure. It's all those things,
Yeah.
and those things have to be, regardless of outer circumstances. I didn't even have no money when I was coming out of my shit. I was going to
Yeah.
the dollar store to get my beauty products, but because I still was going to stay in the frequency regardless. So I would go
Yeah.
to the dollar store and find some cute nails, some
Mm.
little
You
stuff,
see, I just took
and
mine off.
yeah, I
I was
would,
like, I'm just gonna take them off. I'm gonna start
yeah,
fresh.
yeah, I would go and do whatever to keep myself up, because keeping
Yeah.
yourself up during your spiritual awakening is important, because what they're doing is glamour spells against you. When you're
Yes.
not in your
To
beauty,
affect our mental health.
yes, when you're not in your beauty,
Yes.
they can siphon off of that. So that's why they want to keep
Yes.
you at a
That's
low
true.
vibration, feeling ugly, feeling broke, feeling low, because they're
Mm-hmm.
going to feed off of your essence and
Yes.
try to keep you distorted and keep you in some other shit. So it's important for you women out there to, it don't matter what you're going through, to stay in your Venus. So by all means necessary. I don't give a damn what you're going through. Make yourself
Yeah.
happy. Turn on some music.
Yeah.
Do some self pleasure. Give yourself a climax. Do
Hey, that's how
something to
you birth
make
new
yourself
worlds. That's how you birth project. I got an assignment
right.
during one time. They dropped an assignment in me while during that process, because that's that energy, right?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh shit. I was like, I'm on my cosmic shit now.
Yeah, some creational shit. Like
Yes.
dance, sing, get in your lingerie, be in your panties and bra, be in the mirror, twerk, shake your ass. Just do it. Dance, joy, beauty,
Yeah.
all of that. Just be in that is the number one goal. Because when you're not, they're looking for the way in. Because it is universal law that if there is a amount of energy available and it is not used,
Yes. Yes.
someone else can use it and they don't have
And they,
any
yes.
consequence for it, because
Yeah.
you are required to use your own energy,
Yes.
period. So ladies
The
out
potential
there,
energy.
yeah, make sure you are in your beauty, make sure
Yeah.
you're in your pleasure, make sure you look good, you do your hair. They got wigs for $20 on Amazon. Ain't no excuse. You can be cute on a budget. You could be cute on a. I was getting a $20 wig. I was doing whatever it took to
Yeah, of
get
course.
my glamour up. Okay, just to keep that up because I was falling away. I was like, I'm running around looking like ancient mama and shit. I'm like, the Tsar wasn't gonna come to me then. He
I got
like,
my grades out.
he
Right.
probably was like, okay, my wife is going through it. I ain't gonna come to her when she on that shit. He waited until I got my mind right and got myself in my
It
magic.
affects our mental health.
Yeah, it does.
It affects our mental health terribly.
I was down, and I was like, I wonder who the fuck he was with when I was down.
Because, like, you look in the mirror and you don't even fucking see yourself. You look in the mirror and you don't see how you feel.
Yeah, for
right?
real.
Like, I know I'm a bad bitch, but I'm not used to how I look right now. And we have to fucking bring ourselves back.
Yeah, you're beautiful. You are beautiful. Plain, without no makeup. It's not about the product. The product is just an enhancer. It's really about your inner beauty.
Yeah.
Because Venus is a frequency. Joy is not a product. Happiness is not a product. Abundance is not a product. Beauty is within. All of Venus is mainly internal. It's not external. The external is just a, you know, it's an enhancer, but the real beauty is in divinity is within you. It's within self. It's within the feeling. This is why I want the sister womb to be healed. Because the divine feminine loves herself unconditionally. She can love others when she accepts herself and when she is fully expressing her beauty from inside outward. The world heals. The world heals. She magnetizes. She attracts.
Oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, like, your magnetism gets so strong. Like, I'm talking about on some real shit. For real, for real. Like, I can make the cars move. Like, when I'm on the freeway. If I need to get over, I just, you know, send that energy for them to move over. They'll fucking move over. Like, I've been testing the limits. I've been testing the fucking limits.
You're supposed to. You gotta check your magic.
And when I need to pull up and I need a car, there's a car right in the front. If I'm, you know, really rushed for time, you know, like, I want a new car. And I pulled up in Sacramento. There was a fucking brand new, the exact Lamborghini that I want. Like, every single car that I have on my list that I want, I've manifested into my reality. Like, because it's all about magnetism.
Yeah.
And the quantum field. You have to be a vibrational match for the energy. So first it appears in your field so you can see it through your portals and experience your bodily energy in your field, right? So you need to experience the energy in your field. That's how that's the levels to the manifestation. Okay, you want it? Okay, spirit is like, okay, we're gonna put it in your energy. Boom. Then that's when you know you finna go get your shit.
Right, because Venus is
it's just appearing out of nowhere.
Right, and Venus is attraction and magnetism. So you got that part down.
Yes.
You got that part down because she's definitely that. The feminine is attractive, magnetic, beautiful, and joy, pleasure, happiness. All those frequencies is all us.
Yes.
And they try to take that from us so they can have it themselves because they want it. They want you to be in some other low vibrational bullshit that ain't yours. Every day I get up, I rebuke this timeline. This ain't mine.
Come on.
I cancel this timeline and I call in my golden motherfucking timelines now.
Come on,
I call in
sis,
my golden timelines now. This ain't my shit.
Like, I'm like, nah, this is
fuck that. Yeah.
I don't receive this. Cancel that.
For real. I'm in agreement. We're going to say that live and direct on this live. Before we end this, we're going to end with, we ain't accepting this shit. Period.
And you know, on some real estate, since we're talking about sister wounds, that kind of carries into the conversations that, you know, will be around per se. Like, you know, if it's up to, I don't want to say this, so I don't want to say that, but so like me and the girls that I run with now, we're all in the 5D, right? Somewhere in 4D. But what I'm saying is we all carry a higher frequency, right? We all hold ourselves to a certain standard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There's gonna be awkward situations where you go out in public or you go out, to a party, and you are socializing, and there's gonna be other women around you, and they might be having these low vibrational conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my man this, and my nigga that, and baby mama this, and all this. And let me tell you, what I have to do is I have to keep bringing it back up to the high vibration, right? Because you're just gonna be. There's situations where you're going to be with per contract people who are in the 3D, who don't have the higher consciousness that you're gonna be around, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens, right? This is what yes, we're all gonna be together, right? But we're going to be in public in situations to where they're gonna be these low vibrational conversations. And we need to, as women, we need to hold, like, if there's any situation of a man being disrespectful to a woman, like, we know damn well in our heart ain't no motherfucker gonna disrespect us ever again.
Mm-mm.
Okay?
No.
Like,
No.
we need to instill that wisdom as the elders, right? No, why are you in a situation like, I can't even put it into terms right now, but we're going to be in a situations where as us, the matriarch, we need to hold that role to where we're holding the higher frequency of fucking respect on us.
Yes. And that's
Right?
learning the Venusian way.
Yes.
Because that
Like
puts your
when it comes
stocks
to
up.
women.
It puts your stocks up, basically, when you write
Yes.
that in.
So, but when you're in the socialization of other women who may still be in that hood conditioned mentality,
Mm-hmm.
we have to basically still have these conversations, but make sure we're interjecting those codes of higher frequency and making sure that we're trying to flip the role, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to make them see from a higher perspective and put some respect on themselves. Why are you tolerating this? You're a goddess. You're a god walking on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Like really be instilling our G shit. Like, I be around my family, and even my cousin was like, because I was gonna smoke some weed, and somebody else wanted to smoke, and my cousin was like, if you smoke with her, she gonna be in the cosmos and shit. She gonna be with the stars. And I was like, you damn fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
She was joking, but I was dead motherfucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
And when we stay on our G shit in these conversations, I don't like women tolerating low vibrational shit. And I also don't like women thinking that they have to this is the biggest thing that I see in women. I just want to carry this on. This is the biggest thing that I see in the collective in women, is that they're accepting less.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, ain't no I'm not married yet, or I can't find a man yet, so I'm gonna start taking applications. Bitch, what? Taking applications? So what do you think this shit is?
Girl, sit down and do your shadow work.
Like, no, why do you think that you have to accept something that you don't want? Or
Exactly.
on some real shit, and not to sound, bring racism into it, because it's not that type of thing, but I was on a hike, and one of the ladies was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna find a black man, so I'm just gonna be open to dating white men. And I was like, if how you framed it showed me that you're doing it because you just want somebody.
Yeah, or you want some money. The distortion is crazy in the dating field. I'm just so over it. Like the black women going to white men because they think it's just crazy. This shit is just so bad, and it just shows you.
That's what we actually, as matriarchs, that's actually something we might need to start talking about is the dating field from a
Yeah,
higher perspective.
yeah, because it's very distorted. It is,
It's very
and I
distorted.
was telling my daughter that it's everyone is in a relationship with conditions.
Yes,
You can't
yes.
be with
And
if
it's
you
all
gotta
trauma
be
lens. It's all trauma
unconditional
lens.
love is the key. Like I'm used to that's what I am.
Ooh, yes. Let me put
Unconditional
that down. I'm
love.
gonna put this date. We need to do it. We might need to talk with God as my aunt on this one too.
Yeah.
We need to do a dating show for
Hmm.
women.
Yeah.
A dating from the 5D perspective.
Yes, because they need to learn how to date with unconditional love and not with conditions. I was just talking to my daughter about this the other night. It's
I don't even know, honestly, on some real shit. I I don't think nobody should be dating.
I don't either. They too distorted.
It's too distorted. Now, if you're younger, then you kind of got to figure out what you like, right?
Yeah, my
But
daughter's
if you
young.
up here like past 35,
Yeah,
you need to be you need to be sitting your ass down
yeah,
and getting into your divinity. And
yeah.
then you need to be attracting your divine union.
And quit trying to want to fuck any man walking and want to give your sacred coochie away because you're trying to find the right man and you're just bringing more bodies onto you. You don't know how to sit down and be celibate. You don't know
Yes.
how to close your
Yes.
legs and be
Yes.
a lady. Close
We
your
need to
fucking
have a
legs.
spiritual dating conversation. Actually, this goes both ways if you want to really want to talk about it.
Mhm.
Because
Very true. Very true.
because I was watching Top Cat show the other day. I already laughed about him with this because he was talking about he was on his journey and he was celibate and he fucked around and slipped up and now he think he had a case. And I was like, nigga, you were supposed to keep your dick in your pants.
Right.
You got to keep it in your pants.
Because now you done messed up. Because you just went.
It's a whole situation now.
Yeah, it's
We
so
have to talk
bad.
about dating.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. That'll be on the next show. It's
Yeah.
8, y'all. I'm gonna get ready
Yes.
to close out. Next
89 on the dot.
Shay, next Friday we'll be discussing the feminine sexual energy that has been distorted from religion, because that's the next thing that I
Yeah.
have to bring out in the temple is all the women who are still in the closet. In the closet meaning hiding behind religion because they're afraid they're going to go to hell if they express their sexuality, if they masturbate, if they are having sex before marriage. So the feminine is still in a heavy suppression because of that religious distortion that is on the feminine. So there's a lot of feminine
Yeah.
beings who are trapped in their body. I was one of them who believed that for a couple years. And that distortion came off of me in 2021,
Okay.
where I realized, no, I can do whatever I want with my body. Can't nobody tell me what the hell to do with it. And, I started to come out of that. So I'm going to be helping women come out of that distortion of suppressing their body. The
Yeah.
divine feminine is a sexual being. We
Okay.
were sacred
Okay.
dancers, sacred strippers, sacred
No.
whores,
Come on, because
all of
that's why I got my pole in my closet room, even though I ain't got
yes,
on it yet.
we threw. Oh, I need to get me one. We threw that ass in them temples and shit.
Listen, it's gonna be turned up again. The fuck?
It is. Trust me.
The fuck?
Trust
It's
me.
gonna be turned up
They
again.
know.
Because
They know what I'm here
honestly,
to
on some
do.
real shit, we're slinging around our energy around the pole. We sending out all of our kundalini energy all around the grid.
For real.
It's really great work.
I'm gonna take a pole dancing class because I'm ready to
Oh,
pole.
because
I was supposed to do it.
The center
I
in
was supposed to
LA
do
is
it in
definitely gonna
Vegas.
have some poles in there
Yeah,
for
I was
us
supposed
to
to
do
do it
that
in.
sacred energy.
Yeah, I was supposed to do it in Vegas, but I left before it was time to take my classes. But they have it right here in Atlanta, and I'm
Yeah.
about to take a couple of pole dancing classes, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy me a pole for my living room. so
Oh
that
yeah.
I can be in here practicing, dancing to my
That's
man.
why I said I'm gonna start my push-ups so I can get my upper body
Yeah.
strength back.
Yeah, I gotta dance for my man. You know what I mean?
You,
So
you
I
feel
definitely gotta
me?
do that.
That was
The
the whole
whole
girl. Let me tell you. Woo! One time, I went into I was driving and I forget what song it is, but I was driving and I forget what song it is, and I was in LA and I jumped to a timeline where I was see, a car just went off. I jumped to a timeline when I was doing my shit around the pole, and baby, listen, I was like, holy shit. So exactly. I'm gonna just go ahead and close it up, y'all. Thank you. Peace and blessings. Peace to the gods. Peace to Elohim. Peace to the universe. It's cosmic restoration. Okay? It's a cosmic restoration. We finna get it in. Peace and blessings. We appreciate everybody. Love everybody. The matriarchs. We are coming together. Ashe. Happy Friday. Let's get it in.